What's up, guys, and welcome back by this amazing new stream here once again on the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in already here, and of course today once again a very exciting day. We are seeing Bitcoin moving a lot here today, and of course there are a lot of things that we can discuss here, and we are going to discuss it here, of course, on the channel. And today, of course, a little bit of a different time here. Today's live stream won't be as long as usual live streams here, but of course, we will be discussing the most interesting things here, what we are right now seeing in the market here. So definitely make sure to get comfortable. I see also big shout out to the new member who just joined here, Sudaran. So I hope you will enjoy your emojis here. And guys, right away, we'll start off with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is right now looking pretty good here, and in my opinion we are going to see a bounce anytime soon here. But for how long are we going to see this bounce here? Because in my opinion we are probably going to see an ABC correction from now on, and I will right away start here the video with the Elliott Wave. And I want to do a big shout out to Crypto Centauri here, because he here of course was also talking about the scenario here. And let me get it in front of me. Let me get the Elliott Wave here. First, you can see usually how the Elliott Wave is working. Five moves here, and someone is saying you forgot the weekly bearish divergence yesterday. Did I? Okay, I will be sorry. Maybe I told you also before, but yeah, quickly looking at the weekly here for Bitcoin first. Yes, you can see I didn't forget it at all. I think I discussed it because I also discussed this one on the daily. You can see the weekly bearish divergence, of course, playing out here. We were discussing this yesterday. I know for sure. So of course, we are also forming a bearish divergence on Bitcoin on the weekly. What is very likely to see here, because we were in January, of course, pretty overextended for Bitcoin. But what I was willing to say here, guys, is that we are right now having some kind of Elliott Wave here. Elliott Wave corrections are very interesting. And I mean, what we are seeing right here, you can see we are first creating the first move up here, then an impulsive move to the downside, correction, another impulsive move to the downside. So and after that we were correcting once again to the upside. So in my opinion, this structure here, you can see I drew it incorrectly. You can see we were forming an Elliott Wave here with two impulsive moves to the downside here, and that is also what we were seeing here. And after an Elliott Wave, you usually are seeing an ABC correction. So in my opinion, what we are going to see right now here is that we are going to form something like this here, a move up here, but in the end of the day it's an ABC correction. So the bigger picture is an A, B, C, and that we are going to see another leg down here. So in my opinion, yes, we're going to see lower prices for Bitcoin, and that's the reason why you do want to be careful with your positions right now. And of course also multiple scenarios are saying to me we are maybe finding some kind of support here, because if you look to this far hourly time frame here on Bitcoin, you can see this level was getting respected quite a lot here on Bitcoin, and you can see for now on it's also still getting respected here in this bigger picture. So ascending broadening wedge here, of course, very nice and beautiful pattern that you can possibly play here. And I have to adjust it a little bit here. If you draw it more like this, it's a little bit more significant here. But you can see ascending broadening wedge here, of course, pattern that you can be looking at here. And you can see that previously, once touching this level, we were finding support, and right now we are finding support once again here. So this is, in my opinion, looking strong for Bitcoin, and that's also the reason why I do think, yeah, we're going to see in the immediate short term another bounce to the upside here. But in the end of the day, we are going to see another correction coming in here, because from now on, I think Bitcoin will be cooling off here for maybe, let's say, a month or so. And we can have another cooldown period for Bitcoin, and I would certainly love to see this cooldown period getting started for Bitcoin, because once Bitcoin is cooling off here, it's giving us very strong opportunities here to play with it. And let me see. Also, this ascending triangle here, guys. I also informed you guys about this ascending triangle here, because this is also a thing that you do want to be looking at here. Ascending triangle getting formed on Bitcoin on the 1 hourly, and you can see it's breaking to the downside right now here. Very nice touch points here. You have exactly 3 touch points on the top side here, and then also more than 3 on the supportive line here to the upside. So it's a valid pattern here, and like we told you before, earlier today, I already told you guys there, once we were sitting over here, I told you guys, you have to be careful, because an ascending triangle in a move down here can be pretty bearish here. So that was, of course, very nice anticipated. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, you can right away do it as well here. But yeah, we, of course, played it, of course, very nice here. We saw this big correction coming to the downside here, but right now finding support at this level here. And we are fighting at this level at the moment here. Of course, just opening a new 1 hourly candle here, just 4 minutes open here. And hit that like button. Yes, definitely make sure to hit that like button. But this is also a scenario that we do want to be keeping an eye out on, but it's not a thing. Of course, this supportive line is a thing that I'm anticipating here. Of course, I don't think that we're easily going to break it here. I do think that we're going to hold on partially because we cannot just drop in a straight line here. I do think that we're going to see some kind of a bounce there, but in the end of the day, once we're maybe hitting this daily resistance level here, this blue line, once touching this level, we can definitely see a reversal to the downside here. So it's just a matter of time, and it's also a matter of perspective that you are having. What do you think of the price cycle top here? Dr. Cokes, no, that's a very good thing because we were also discussing that earlier, and the price cycle is saying that we are seeing a top here. But in my opinion, of course, everyone is always saying this time it's different, and you don't want to say it because if you're saying that, you're of course getting wrecked here. But I mean, we are right now in a super cycle here. A lot of big companies are stepping in here. The fundamentals are different, and maybe yes, I do think it's very good for Bitcoin to cool off finally, because also if you look to previous bull markets, you can see that Bitcoin was cooling off way significantly, more significantly in a bull market. You can see that the RSI of the daily was dropping pretty low there. And if you look to the weekly RSI in the previous bull market, you can see it was just going back in normal territory. And we haven't seen Bitcoin going back in this normal territory level in the RSI on the weekly yet, because we were staying overextended each and every week here on the Bitcoin chart. So cooling off for Bitcoin is definitely a thing that we were in need of here. And right now, of course, seeing this cool off period, and also right away looking at this chart here, yeah, you can see it as well. I have to go look at this chart in the 4L. You can see supportive line getting created here, and it's getting respected quite significantly as well. So there are multiple support levels that we are trading on right now here. And you guys are funny here. So all you guys are saying ADA in the chat here. So we will be discussing ADA also later on today here. But I mean, there are multiple things indicating right now that we are trading at support. And usually once we're trading at support, we are imminent to have a bounce anytime soon here. And if we're creating a bounce from here on, I mean, we're also creating some kind of a W structure, because you can see clear top here, clear neckline, because you can here also see that this W could have started over here. So there are a lot of things and possible scenarios that we can be trading here anytime soon here, guys, but we have to wait on the sidelines for a second. But if we're creating this W, this will be of course a very nice W, because we're setting a higher low here. So yeah, let's see if we're going to see follow through to the upside here. And if we're having a W, of course this will be a very strong trading opportunity here. Waiting for you to talk about ADA, so I will talk about ADA. Give me a moment here. I will be definitely talking about ADA. Of course, the Coinbase Pro listing here making me feel very excited by ADA. And Martin, once again, thank you so much for your super chat. And you are saying, would you mind checking one to see if it's currently breaking to the downside? And I will be checking one in Martin, but just give me a second here, because at first I will finish off my thoughts about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and after that I will be going in one here. And of course, also if you are watching this video back later after the stream, big shout out to you as well. And don't forget to smash up these likes, guys. I see already having 600 live viewers here. Absolutely amazing that you guys are tuning in here. But can we smash these likes up to 200? I think we can definitely do so. Rover check link here. I will check everything here, guys. I will check everything here. And the point here is, you can see Ethereum is still bouncing off this supportive line here. So we were anticipating this supportive line already for a longer period of time here. What is making me feel very excited here. And I do want to also get up a new indicator here, because I found an indicator was, in my opinion, very exciting indicator here. CVD. Let me look at the CVD. Why cannot can I not doing that? Okay, that's pretty weird. So I will be looking into it in a second, but guys, please don't spam in the chat here. But I will be looking in ADA, of course, in a second here. But for now on, you do have to wait a little bit longer here. But you can see Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is still solidifying this bounce. Of course, we are watching this chart every single day here. And I'm telling you guys also every single day that you still can accumulate some more Ethereum right now. And are you sure the Pi cycle top indicator has actually crossed the path? It's very close, and I will be going into that as well in a second. The Pi cycle top indicator, but it's just a calculation. So you never can. Of course, calculations are very important, but You never know when, you never know the exact date once we're going to top out here. But also, once looking at our Twitter page, of course, we pinned this tweet here about the greed. The greed is also for Bitcoin sitting pretty high here. So this is also a thing that we are taking in mind here. We are looking at this greed indicator, and you can see that we are way too overextended in the greed. And once you are always so high in greed territorium, you are usually set for a correction, and a pretty heavy one as well here. So, also another support of the nation here. Do you think that we might touch the 200 EMA? So of course, the 200 EMA, you're probably talking about Bitcoin here. So of course, maybe we can still touch this 200 EMA here. But if we're going to touch this 200 EMA here, once again, you're getting very, very strong buying opportunities here. And even though if we're going to see this correction, yes, definitely we're going to see it. And in my opinion, I am not surprised, and I definitely think that we can see it. But for now on, I'm still anticipating a bounce to the upside and not a move down here yet. I'm not expecting a move down yet here. First, we'll see a bounce to the upside here, and after the bounce, probably going to see more momentum shifts to the downside. First I will finish up my thoughts about Ethereum, and then we'll be going into one here, because that was of course also a request here that we were getting into as well. But you can also see Ethereum was forming some kind of a rising wedge here previously, but we were breaking to the downside here. And this, of course, rising wedge is already a bearish pattern, and breaking to the downside of a rising wedge is, of course, also pretty bearish. But I mean, you cannot really call it significantly a rising wedge here, because you don't have a lot of touch points. So I actually don't really like this scenario, to be honest. But the point here is, what I do want to make here is that Ethereum is still acting pretty strong here on this supportive line here. So that's the thing that I do like to see here. And I'm already talking a lot about this gray box here. I'm already talking a lot around the $1,750 here. Guys, you have to know these are strong accumulation levels for Ethereum. And definitely, if you're not exposed to Ethereum yet, you know what they're doing. They're upgrading their network. They're trying to solve their issues. And of course, they're going to start becoming a deflationary coin anytime soon here in July. So buying into an Ethereum right now sitting around $1,700, I think Ethereum is pretty undervalued. But right now I will be going in one for a second, because this was of course the request of Martin. And Martin, of course, still thank you so much for your support of the nation here. But yeah, I will be looking at one here. So first we'll look at the daily. Let's see where the daily was closing here. Let me get this. Let me get this one. So this is a pretty strong resistance level in my opinion. You can see, of course. Damn, that was not my. That was not my. Damn. Okay. Yeah. So sorry for me being like this. Okay. So right now everything is set here. So this blue line is the daily resistance level, Martin, and this daily resistance level is usually a very strong resistance level, because if you look to the daily chart, you can see that we couldn't break through the level, and we're creating big wicks on the top side here. So also in the lower time frames, you can still see that it is acting as very strong resistance. Over here, of course, the daily close here, so it was at least already acting as resistance over there here. But also previously we couldn't break through here, creating wicks on the top side. And also, if you look at the lower time frame, you can see that we were forming some kind of a symmetrical triangle here and breaking to the downside and rejecting this previous supportive line here. So I'm quite curious what we are going to do here with this coin, but in my opinion, and this is of course already not good that we are not breaking this, that we are breaking this supportive line here, and that we are also, what we can see here is that we are holding up by the 2.618 here in the Fibonacci chart. So that's a very good thing to see here, of course. But yeah, let's see where it is heading towards, because previously, of course, it was getting rejected here, and this previous symmetrical triangle breakout was very nice to trade here, and of course, exact price targets were getting reached here. So yeah, let's see where it is heading towards. But in my opinion, it's probably looking to cool down for a moment here. Harmony 1, of course, very high anticipated by a lot of people here. And once a lot of people are very hyped about a certain thing here, you do want to wait, because there will also be people that will be taking profits here, and you can get wrecked pretty significantly, of course. So yeah, right now trading at support, so you're getting good buying opportunities here, and definitely once we're not holding up on this level, because you can also see previously we were moving up pretty fast to the upside here, so there's not a lot of volume traded around these levels here. So if we're going to move down here, we're probably going to see a major correction. So we do really want to hold on to this Fibonacci level. So guys, and now I will be going in the highly requested coin here, and that is of course ADA here. ADA, of course, highly anticipated, highly requested here. and you guys seem to love ADA here, and I totally get why you are loving ADA, because guys, ADA, of course, yesterday we were streaming yesterday and we saw ADA absolutely explode to the upside, and of course it was because of the amazing news coming out here that ADA was listed here on Coinbase Pro. So that was of course a very amazing news here for Cardano, and of course we like to see it because we are all loving Cardano on the channel. So for now on, you can see we are consolidating around these levels here. First you had some bullish consolidation here and we broke to the upside, but then we corrected once again here, and of course there will be a lot of levels that we can be watching here, because ADA of course previously also fighted around these levels here, and right now trying to break through them once again here. So you can see already this previous resistance line here. You can see this previous resistance line over here is right now holding up as pretty good support, so that's pretty nice to see here. So we'll set a box up here. You can see previous resistance flipping into support. Already a nice thing to see here on the price action of ADA. So we're still holding up above that line here. And if I flip this to the weekly, let me see if the weekly resistance is pretty high here. So this yellow line here on the top side, the $1.31 here, will be also very strong resistance here. So there are definitely a lot of levels that we can be watching here right now for ADA. And of course, also because of this bullish news here, we were breaking out of the top side here of the symmetrical triangle. So that's of course very nice and beautiful to see here. And especially if you look to ADA compared to Bitcoin and ADA compared to Ethereum, it's making me feel even more bullish, because also the ADA compared to Bitcoin valuation, it was breaking above this critical gray box level, and once breaking it, you can see we reversed to the downside, and we touched this level once again, what previously couldn't hold up here only one day, but previously also acting as resistance. So we are still holding up on this gray box level, so that's absolutely grateful to see here, creating a wick on the lower side here and still getting respected. And if you look to this scenario here, of course, very likely to see this bounce coming in here for ADA. Of course, it was basically all news that was pushing it, but also ADA was imminent to have a reversal anytime soon and to have a very nice bounce here compared to Bitcoin and compared to Ethereum. So that was, of course, a very thing that we already were anticipating here on the channel. And also right now it's trying to fight at least back above this gray level once again here. But you can see previously acting as very strong support. And right now it's acting as resistance. So we do want to see some more volatility getting created for ADA here. So let's see where it is heading towards. And guys, quickly want to say here, we are only 19 subscribers away here from the 25.7K here. So if you're new to the channel here, you can right away subscribe to the channel. Would be of course very amazing if you're doing so, but only 19 subscribers away here. Can we reach it live in the stream? Would be of course very amazing, and let me know if you just subscribe to the channel here. Let me see. And yeah, guys, you don't want to rush into ADA here. People are all saying, but I mean, there are a lot of moon boys on ADA, and I definitely think ADA is a very good project here, and it will increase more in valuation. But you don't want to rush into it, just like you could have done yesterday. Of course, right now it's still sitting at pretty high levels here, $1.24 here, and I'm a happy holder to see ADA sitting so high here. And I mean, you do want to be careful here. 4 hourly was getting overextended here, and the 1 hourly was massive overextended here. And you were creating all kinds of bearish divergence here. You can see a lower high in the RSI, higher high in the price chart. That's basically already saying you have a bearish divergence. So that was a very easy thing to see here. And I see Jay Shudu subscribe to the channel, so big shout out to you, Jay. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel here. But I mean, this is of course very exciting what we are having with ADA. And guys, by the way, another thing that we are right now doing here, because I got a notification here from Bybit, and that they made a special training challenge for me here, training competition. So you can go in the second highest link in the description. You can see Bybit training competition, and you can join it here. So it would be very cool if you're joining, because if you are joining, the more people that are joining, the bigger the prize pool is getting here. So it's of course all individual, and the FEMX training competition is of course we have to work together and individual rewards. But guys, the more people that are joining this challenge here, the bigger the prize pool is getting here. So it would be of course very cool if you're joining this challenge as well here. Right now 18 participants here, but I haven't told you guys yet, only in the Discord server. But I mean, it would be of course very amazing if you're joining. So it would be very cool if we can do so, because yeah, the more people that are joining this challenge, the bigger the prize pool is getting here. And it's definitely worth it, because we can maybe push this up to 15K here, and we can definitely, if you're winning, even if you're in the top 10 here, you're already making good amounts of USD Tether here. I mean, you only need the 0.0. Let me see, 0.01 Bitcoin deposit, so you can make some extra money here. If you're already trading Bitcoin, I mean, if you're joining the trading challenge as well here, you can also be eligible to win some very good gains here. So make sure to join it as well here. Would be, of course, very, very amazing if you guys are doing so. Would be very cool. So also we'll go into Chainlink here because you guys seem to love Chainlink as well here. And Chainlink, of course, also blasting off to the upside. And it was, of course, very lovely to see here because we are loving Chainlink here on the channel. But what you can see right now here with Chainlink is that you are getting rejected by this resistance line that we were forming here. And because we were forming this resistance line, you can see we are right now getting rejected. We are forming this we are forming this this wick here on the top side. What is of course coming together with this gray box here. What is acting as resistance and also coming together with this resistance line here. So very interesting what we are having here. So let's see where Chainlink is going towards, because right now getting this rejection, we can definitely see Chainlink moving a little bit lower here. It depends really on this how this 4-hourly candle will close here, but of course 4-hourly going to close for 40 minutes, and I don't really see Chainlink closing above it. But once we are closing above it, maybe having this retest on this supported line here, the previous resistance flipping into support, this will be a very, very good thing here. So let's see where Chainlink is heading towards, but in my opinion, we are set to have another rejection here from the top side here. So very exciting. Very exciting times here. And also if you look to the Fibonacci scenario here, you can see that we are also trying to fight back above this Fibonacci line here. So there are very crucial trading moments right now. Very crucial trading moments. And people are saying Bitcoin pumping. I mean, we were already anticipating on the channel that we are going to see Bitcoin bouncing back here. So what we are right now seeing is not really a weird thing to see, to be honest. But yeah, it's very lovely to see, of course, Bitcoin fighting back here, because first Bitcoin was dumping to the downside once again. But like I told you before, these are very strong levels here, guys. These are not just levels that you don't want to take in consideration. These are strong support levels, and people are willing to step into the market over here. And I will be willing to step into the market as well here. So definitely these are levels that you can accumulate some more Bitcoin here. And in my opinion, you can definitely also open a long position here. And of course, I'm already in this long position. And let me check this. Let me check this CVD. This is not the correct one. I don't know where it is. I don't know where I don't know if you have the. I cannot find this one. Okay, this is an indicator that I do want to use here, but it's not really available right now. I don't know. It's glitched for me. So, Ethereum, please. Not looking good here. I mean, once Bitcoin is going to have a bounce here, I mean, Ethereum will of course definitely follow Bitcoin. And I mean, you're saying Ethereum is not looking strong. But in my opinion, Ethereum is looking very strong compared to Bitcoin, because in the coming days it will definitely bounce to the upside. Ethereum looking strong. Don't worry. I have to agree with you. Ethereum is looking strong compared to Bitcoin. And that's the main thing that I want to be looking at here. And that's the main thing that I want to be looking at. And if I look to the chart, it's telling me enough here. I know for sure that Ethereum is probably going to see a bounce anytime soon here. Anytime soon we're going to see a bounce to the upside once again for Ethereum. So of course, once we are seeing this bounce, that would be of course very amazing to see. And I have to extend these gray boxes. So let me know, guys. Do you have some requests here for me? Do you have some sorted questions for me as well? Would be of course very amazing. And I mean, we're still holding up on this gray box here, and it is already acting as very strong support. So it's not looking bad. We are still up trading above support. So it's a bull trap. I mean, yes, it is. Like I told you before, I do anticipate that Bitcoin is going to see some kind of impulsive move here to the upside. So we're going to see something, the correction coming in here, move to the upside here. And let me get this right here. It will be the daily resistance level that I want to be looking at here. This will be the daily resistance level here. And let me check this. So we're probably going to see something like this here for Bitcoin, in my opinion. But if we're going to move up here, first of all, we're creating some kind of a W here. What is of course already very nice on the 1 hourly. So we're creating a W, so it can be a very, very bullish bias pattern, of course. But if we're creating this W, that would be, of course, also indicating that we are going to see a reversal pattern. And also, what we can still see is an ABC correction. So move up here, and then another leg down here. So first, we will be seeing a leg up here. But once we are seeing this leg up coming in here, guys, don't get too bullish here, because that can definitely be a trap here. You can get wrecked pretty significantly. So Chris, you're saying, do you prefer using market or limit orders? Definitely limit. I don't like to market in here, because then you are you are just FOMOing into a position. You do want to use limit orders, because then you can see where you exactly want to enter, and you can just lean backwards and already set up your stop loss and already set up your take profit, and you have already set and done. Thoughts on Algorand? Oh wait, you're spamming in the chat. Why are you spamming? Oh. But there are multiple people saying Algorand, so I will check Algorand here. So of course, Algorand, pretty nice what we are seeing there. You can see first we were looking at this ascending triangle here, but we drew another triangle here in the bigger picture here on Algorand. So we were seeing some kind of a symmetrical triangle forming, still getting rejected by the top side, so that's pretty interesting. Of course, getting this rejection in here, very likely thing to see. So maybe we're going to see another move down here, still getting supportive here. So I also want to set up some weekly resistance levels here, because on the weekly we are also pretty overextended here on Algorand, and of course on a lot of coins we're pretty overextended right now, and that's the thing that I do want to be careful for. I do want to be careful for these weekly resistance levels here, because we already topped out for a lot of coins, and we will be looking for, of course, lower for newer highs here. But for the moment, we want to be looking at the previous resistance levels, and you can see always. I mean, these weekly tops, weekly closes here are usually acting as very strong support or resistance. So in this case, it was acting as resistance here, of course. But yeah, I mean, we do want to see a breakout for Algorand anytime soon. But yeah, trading above the 1.618 here on the Fibonacci chart is already a good thing. And we'll be looking at Crypto.com in a second here, because I like Crypto.com here. I love Crypto.com, and I do want to see what it is doing here, because today, once again, having another push here. Please check Crypto.com over, and I will be checking Crypto.com here, because guys, you always want to know here. I'm also hugely exposed to Crypto.com here, especially because I have the long-term vision on Crypto.com. But yeah, Algorand probably going to see a breakout anytime soon here. But we were first looking at this ascending triangle scenario. But yeah, you can see it's not really showing a lot of significance, and also not showing a lot of follow-through here. So do want to see more follow-through getting created before really calling this symmetrical ascending triangle here. So really invalidated that scenario here, to be honest. Really invalidated that scenario. So I will be looking at Crypto.com here, guys. I will be looking at Crypto.com. Let me get it in front of me, because Crypto.com, of course, yeah, you can still say Crypto.com is trading. We were first watching this here, but earlier today we were seeing a huge increasement of price, and right now, once again, a huge red candle just a few hours ago. So we were anticipating this symmetrical triangle here, but of course we were breaking already out to the top side here, so we can already call this a symmetrical triangle anymore. So we'll remove that line here. So it's invalidated, of course. But yeah, you can see we were creating this uptrend here. And right now, still getting respected by this uptrend, so that's a pretty nice thing to see here, because once we are breaking down here, you can see that we were getting resistance by this uptrend. So, of course, that's a very cool thing to see. But yeah, right now, once again, acting as support, very lovely to see. And also, we are trying to fight back above the Fibonacci line once again here, because we can still flip this candle into a big wick on the top side and create it red here. So we do want to be waiting till we're going to see this 1 hourly candle close. But yeah. Also, yeah, creating a bearish divergence here. I mean, it's very likely to create these bearish divergences once you are already pretty overextended. I mean, Crypto.com is still looking good here, but yeah, the reason why we were reversing to the downside here is basically, yeah, you were creating once again a bearish divergence. First, you were creating a bearish divergence over here. Then we were creating a bearish divergence over here. So two bearish divergences, very likely to see a reversal, and especially because it's on the 4 hourly as well. And yeah, things on the 4 hourly are usually even more significant. On the 4 hourly, these patterns are usually, and especially these bearish divergences, even more significant, guys. But we are only 5 subscribers away here. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you just tuned into the stream here. Let me know if you just subscribed here. I mean, only 5 subscribers away here. I would definitely love to reach it. Yeah, right now. Would be, of course, very cool. And now even 4. Now even 4. Let me know who's going to be the 25.7k subscriber. Will be, of course, very cool if we can see him. RIP Indonesia. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, they're trying to ban. They are going to ban crypto. And I know that there are a lot of Indonesian people watching the videos, always the streams. A lot of you guys are subscribed, so I hope you guys are still doing good from India. I say Indonesian. I mean India. Sorry. So, what do you guys want me to look at? Can we trade something? Yeah, of course, I would like to trade here, but these are really risky times to trade. And I mean, if you really want to be, in my opinion, you really want to be careful here. Is the bull run still okay? I mean, yes, it's still okay, but it looks like that this cycle is maybe going to be a little bit different here. I mean, it's not looking good, and particularly at the moment here. And I still see, let me go to CryptoQuant here. Because yesterday we were also seeing loads of miners dumping their Bitcoin once again. Of course, they're once again taking profits. So I will also be looking at the after pool here. Maybe they're doing something, and I see we're only 1 subscriber away, guys. Only 1 subscriber away, and people are saying mug. I will definitely want to give away another mug here, but certainly right now I only have two pieces of the mug here. So I do want to be a little bit careful with giving them away. Right sooner than later, I have new mugs on stock here, so I will be giving away more mugs anytime soon here. I know, Danny. So very exciting times, but yeah, you can see yesterday we were watching this. Oh, this is not yesterday. Are we looking at the 1 hourly candles? Yes, we are. Okay. So yesterday we were watching this CryptoQuant as well here because we were looking at the F2 pool here, guys. And looking at F2 pools, of course, always very exciting. And yesterday we were seeing loads and loads of Bitcoin were getting outflow here. You saw approximately 1,700 Bitcoin in just a matter of 2 hours. But for now on, they are pretty not doing anything here. So the F2 pool mining pool is right now not dumping any Bitcoin at all here. Yeah, they're dumping only, let's say, now approximately 150 Bitcoins an hour. But I mean, that's not a lot for F2 pool here. So of course you do still want to see this inflow coming in here with Bitcoins. But I mean, not very interesting things that we can see here. Nothing to worry about if we look to these charts here. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, the thing that I do like to see here is the exchanges reserves here, guys, because we are still seeing a pretty low territorium if we look to the reserves here of these exchanges here. First, you can see having loads and loads of reserves here. Only 2.3 million Bitcoin left in reserves. So, of course, still pretty a lot here. But imagine once we're having no reserves anymore for Bitcoin. And guys, we people are saying the rain is too loud. I see. Damn, the rain is pretty loud here. So I put it a little bit lower here. But people are saying will it go up or down here. In my opinion, Bitcoin will be going up here. Bitcoin will be going up here. That's my honest opinion right now on the market. But yeah, you can see the reserves still decreasing in valuation, and recently it was giving a pushback up here. And it's mainly because of these mining pools sending their Bitcoins, of course, to these exchanges, and people going out of Bitcoin, of course, also pushing the reserves a little bit higher. Lower the rain. I did so. I did lower the rain here, guys. And guys, thank you so much for reaching the 25.7k subscribers here. So if it loads, yes, it loads. 25.7k here, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that subscriber button here, guys. You are grateful. You guys are the best. And I certainly love to spend my time with you guys. So, yeah, for Bitcoin, people are still asking, what is your opinion on Bitcoin right now? And my opinion on Bitcoin is that we're probably going to see a supportive bounce from here on and create something like an ABC correction here. And yeah, then we will be done here with the dump of Bitcoin. But I do still think that we're going to find a supportive bounce here. I do think that we're going to see some kind of a move up here. And after touching the daily resistance level, we're going to see a breakdown coming in here. And also, if you look to a clear chart, you can maybe say, yeah, we're forming some kind of a W structure right now. So it's not looking bad at all. The structure is not looking bad here. And in my opinion, we are going to see a move up here before going down once again. In my opinion, we're going to see a move up here before going down. Thoughts on bad. It's doing reasonably very good, and I know basic attention token is performing very strong here. Still on the 1 hourly, it's still creating more and more volatile here. But I will go to the different chart, by the way. But basic attention token is absolutely crushing it right now. It's absolutely crushing it, and it's crushing the market in general here. Because look at this, basic attention token showing so much follow through here, breaking out of this. Yeah, descending bouldering wedge here basically, or symmetrical triangle, however you want to call it. But yeah, it's doing so strong here right now. It's acting very strong and it's creating newer highs. And you can see also this scenario is looking pretty strong here. You were forming a downward sloping resistance line all the time here, and since you were touching it, you had completely lift off here, and we went higher for basic attention token. So that was just a couple hours ago. I was looking very good here, and also getting another super chat in here. And you're saying, what do you think Ethereum can do? How much can it go up in a week, in a month? Could you say it? I love to hear. Yeah, I love to see your TA, and of course I will be going into it. Issue. Thank you so much for supporting the channel here. First, I will be going on into this basic attention token. After that, I will be going into Ethereum, and also getting another donation from Farhan, and you were saying congratulations on the 25.7k, bro. Can you see SDMX here? Great live. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as well here. So I will be looking in your requests, of course, guys. But yeah, you can see basic attention token is showing a lot of follow through here, guys, and it's very nice to see here, because at least I am on the channel. I really love basic attention token. I really love the project, and I also told you I was talking about basic attention token for, let's say, 3 months, maybe longer here. I mean, on the channel maybe for a month already here. I was almost a lot of these streams I was telling about basic attention token. Once people were asking it, I told them, okay, basic attention token is basically pretty undervalued right now. The project very good here, but not showing showing it back in the price. And also the project is getting used a lot, but also not reflecting in the price. So that is the thing that we are seeing right now here, and it's of course very lovely to see here. Basic attention token, yeah, right now trading out $1.21 here, but once closing this day, this 4 hourly candle above this line, I will flip extremely bullish, because you can see previously creating a wick on the top side and getting rejected by this resistance line here. So we are getting rejected by this resistance line. So once breaking this line, I think we can create more and more volatile here, and we can go up way higher. So it's very exciting here. This is very exciting, of course, what we are right now having with basic attention token. So I will be going into Ethereum, because Issue, you were saying, what do you think about Ethereum? I will get a clear chart in front of me, so let me remove it. And you're talking about what do you think it can do in a month, in a week, or yeah, what you were basically asking what I think about Ethereum right now. I mean, Ethereum, of course, very good performing, and you can see also previous all-time high. We'll flip is into this. Yes, so previous all-time high was also acting as a pretty strong support here once we were dumping. And this was really a thing that you want to take in consideration. Also, as you guys see here, the daily close was almost exactly on this. And it was a strong opportunity to long Ethereum. Once it was dumping, everyone was freaking out here. But you want to look at opportunities here and not in failure. So there was, first of all, a very interesting thing what we were seeing here on the daily candle. Because we were going way lower here. We were creating a big wick on the downside here. But in the end of the day, still closed above that line here. Very exciting to see here. And once we are ever going to have another touch of this level, what I don't think is likely, I don't think that we're going to see this touch, but once having this touch, once we're getting this opportunity here, this is definitely a very good thing that you can take in consideration here, and you can really buy into it. And also on the daily, why the price of Ethereum is basically reversing is, first of all, it is following Bitcoin. Ethereum is always following Bitcoin. Ethereum is not the leading indicator. Bitcoin is the leading indicator, and that's also the reason why you are seeing this reversal, first of all. But second of all, you can also see, just like Bitcoin was doing on the daily, you can see a lower high getting created on Ethereum, and you can also see that you are creating a lower high in the RSI. So it was not really showing a bearish divergence yet, where Bitcoin was forming a bearish divergence. So if Ethereum was setting a new all-time high here, you can also see that we were probably forming a bearish divergence as well here. So You're forming a resistance line here for now on the daily, so this is a line that you can be keeping an eye on as well here in the future. But in my opinion, there are multiple levels that you can be looking at here, and it will also flip on to let me get the 20-day. No, I don't want that. Okay, I will flip on. I don't have the 20-day right now, so let me. It's always so hard to find these things here. I really want to add them to my favorites. By the way, I haven't done it yet. I haven't added them to my favorites, but I will be looking into it after the stream here because I cannot find it right now and will not look at the whole stream here. But I mean, what we'll be doing here, the EMA ribbon on the daily, you can see because these EMA ribbon usually holding up very strong here in bull trends. You can see also previously in the bull run, you can see once going up here, once really starting this uptrend here, once starting the really parabolic phase here for Ethereum, you can see the EMA ribbon on the daily was getting respected all the way along once moving up here. So if we look to where we are right now, you can see of course already creating this huge run up here. And right now, it is looking like that we are getting hold up as well by the EMA ribbon here. So that's in the long term very good here. But if you look to the short term, I do want to look at the 4-hourly. Of course, 4-hourly is right now partially trading below the EMA ribbon. Of course, it's going to cross red anytime soon here, in my opinion. But yeah, we were discussing this all time along here for Ethereum. We were discussing this all time along. This was major support and resistance. This gray box over here was majorly support and resistance. So we extended this level here. And you can see also once dumping here, it was holding up pretty strong. But if you extend this level, you can see here, it was also acting as very strong support once again for Ethereum. We haven't closed below it yet here. And of course, once we're closing below it, this will be pretty bearish here. But for now on, it's still looking good here. And if you really want to know it, yeah, my Ethereum compared Bitcoin valuation here is also still intact here. It's looking for a bounce to the upside and once anytime soon here. Looking for a bounce to the upside anytime soon here for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. So, what do you think about STMX here? So, of course, this is a coin that I will be discussing here. We were watching this coin, by the way, once it was sitting over here. I know it for sure. I know it for sure. We were watching this coin once it was sitting over here. So that was the 14th of March. It was just recently blasting off, by the way. And I know what we were discussing here about this coin. And let me know if the one who was looking at this coin. Also, Chris donated once again here. Have you used testnets to practice? Yes, of course I was using testnets to practice. It's a very good thing to do so, Chris. So, once again, back with the live chat here. I had to wait so I can look in the chat once again here. People are all saying smash those likes up here in the chat. And guys, you guys are completely right. Let's smash up these likes. Would be, of course, very amazing if we can do so. Would be very amazing if we can smash up these likes here to a new all-time high. 250 likes right now, guys. Can we smash it up to the 300? Would be, of course, very amazing if we can do so. But looking to this parallel channel here, which you was forming here on the price of STMX here, you can see getting rejected by the top side, getting support by the lower side, but in general you were just trading between these ranges. And I was telling you guys once before breaking out here, because we were previously forming these big wicks on the top side, this top level is definitely the level that you do want to be breaking here. So once breaking that level, you can really go parabolic, and because we're already going into a parabolic run up, consolidation, and another parabolic run up now because we were breaking this level. So very good anticipated if you were looking at the chart and we're getting into this coin over here. So that was, of course, very nice to see here because yeah, this coin going to break this resistance line here and then showing more volatile here is, of course, absolutely lovely to see here. And I mean, I was also right away set up a new box here because, of course, not a lot of information about this coin here. We don't know a lot about it, so we will be setting up these new boxes here of support once we're reversing here. Because I don't know the exact project here. You can do your own research here, of course, but I don't know this exact project here. But you can see once touching this level, we were absolutely blasting up to the upside. And it's very hard to say where we're heading towards right now because we are pretty overextended. And we do want to be waiting till entering this coin here, because if you look to this, you can see 4L forming a bearish divergence here in the moment right now. You can see higher high in the chart getting created, lower high in the RSI getting created. So basically it's saying, once again, we are forming a bearish divergence. So that's of course a bad thing to see, and we don't really like a bearish divergence here, because once seeing a bearish divergence, we can easily see reversals. And that's the point. We are right now seeing this reversal. So if you're in this coin, I should definitely consider taking profits if you're already making good gains here, because otherwise you can definitely see your gains completely flush away here, in my opinion. So yeah, taking profits right now is definitely a thing that you can consider. Bearish divergence, overextended on the weekly, extremely overextended, and also once again on the weekly forming a bearish divergence. So you do want to be careful with this coin here right now. And you can definitely consider taking any kinds of profits. So, I see Ekevo tuning in here. So, Ekevo, big shout out to you here. And you're saying, hey, boss, how is your view on CHZ? So, Chili's. So, a lot of people, of course, talking about Chili's here. So, we'll be going here first to CoinMarketCap here. So, let's see how these NFTs are doing here. Chili's, of course, still performing very strong here recently. Having a minor dump here on the weekly. I mean, not minor dump, but a minor cool-off period. And right now, is of course, today still performing very strong compared to these other assets. And in my opinion, it's very likely to see these coins going off for a second here, because they were getting so overextended. And we were watching to Chili's already yesterday, and we were saying to you guys, we are forming a new... we are forming a new resistance line here. And looking to this resistance line, we can see that we are right now breaking above it. So this is, of course, a very lovely thing to see here. Also, on the 1 hourly showing a lot of strength here. You're seeing these big green candles coming in here. So this is, of course, likely and lovely to see. So finally breaking this downward sloping resistance line here. You were basically in some kind of a falling wedge here. So this was looking pretty strong here, that we are finally breaking out here. And we'll draw it with this different line here, because otherwise... these lines are less thick than each other, and I don't like to see it. But yeah, we were trading in this falling wedge here, breaking out to the upside. Of course, very lovely to see, because usually falling wedges are breaking to the upside, and the price target can be, of course, pretty intense here for Chili's. I don't really can say if that the trend started over here or over here, because if you say it over here, yeah, the price tag will be quite interesting, because then the price tag will be sitting around to $1.14 here. But I don't think that's very likely to reach here for Chili's. So, I mean, still, we are breaking out to the top side here. You still want to be careful, in my opinion, because Chili's can still reverse to the downside, and especially create more divergences on the higher time frames here. Because daily, it's very hard to take out this previous high on the daily. And it's also a level that you do want to be looking at here. So we'll set up this daily resistance level here, because these daily resistance levels here will definitely be levels that you do want to be careful for, because in my opinion, yes, we can find heavily resistance around these levels here, as you can see also in the 4-hourly candle. How do you find yourself with the MACD strategy? I mean, MACD is pretty good here. I mean, MACD is pretty similar to RSI. You can also spot the divergence, but MACD is pretty good here. I only not use it frequently. So, how do you think Bitcoin will go here? I think Bitcoin can definitely see a move up here. I mean, Bitcoin is right now going into the red once again. But yeah, still getting supported by the supported line here. I mean, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all here. I know the long-term vision is still okay for Bitcoin. I still think that we are going to reach the 100K in this cycle. And besides that, I don't feel terrible here. These bulls are trying to manipulate the market here, and I'm not selling my Bitcoins anytime soon here. I'm holding them for the long term. And for the immediate short term, I do think that we're going to see a bounce here. I mean, we're not just going to break through this level here. And yeah, if we're breaking this level, this will be, of course, a very terrible thing to see. And we definitely want to be looking for a different scenario. And if you look at this scenario here, you can also say this scenario is a pretty valid scenario. What we are right now having, this rising wedge here. And then you can see maybe we're having another correction. We are in need of another correction before saying that we can have a touch here and then, of course, lift off here. What's the number one altcoin to hold? In my opinion, it's really Crypto.com. I mean, I really like Crypto.com for the long term. And I definitely think it's a very good coin that you can hold for a long run. Because I'm holding it as well here with a vision for, let's say, 10 years. 10 to 15 years. Alt season soon. as Dean Harvey saying. Dean Harvey, thank you, by the way, for tuning in here once again to the stream. I mean, alt season soon. Yeah, I do want to see alt season coming in here. And you can see Bitcoin dominance right now dropping off here. But it's not enough for an alt season. I don't call this alt season yet here. We're still trading around the same ranges where we were staying around in the beginning of February. So nothing really has changed yet. We're already trading around this level for a month right now. So no, there's no alt season yet. I do want to see the break of this resistance line here. And of course, I really will call alt season once we're going below the, let's say, 60% here. Then we can maybe see an alt season getting started. And of course, we can definitely go way lower here. But before the alt season has to start here, we want to see Ethereum blasting off here. Because Ethereum will be a leading indicator here and a leading asset for the alt season. Will Bitcoin hit 56k here today? I mean, yes, we can definitely do so. We can definitely hit... we can definitely hit 56k here. And people are saying I just bought Crypto.com here, so that's a good job here. Bart, I think Crypto.com is one of the best holds for the long term. And I'm also planning to hold it for a very long run here. I mean, right now I'm only sitting around P19 here, and I think it will be way bigger here, guys. Also, they're going to launch the mainnet here on the 25th of March. So very good. Good to start a long position on Bitcoin. Yeah, you can definitely open a long position. But once doing so... in my opinion, you want to be careful. Really careful. And if you're doing so, please don't use a lot of leverage, because otherwise you can get wrecked pretty significantly. Because we're still in indecision. And of course, I get it why you do want to buy long on these dips here, but you do want to be careful. You do want to be careful. You do want to be careful, because otherwise you're getting wrecked. Awesome. Thanks, man. You're awesome. I mean, GP, thank you so much for letting me know that you guys are so much loving the content here. And by the way, you can also join the Discord server if you haven't done it already, because we're only, let's say, 90 members away from the 10k members in the Discord server. So that would be, of course, an amazing target that we can reach here all together. And yeah, let's see if we're going to reach it. And guys, by the way, once we're going to see a bounce here, because this stream today won't be the longest stream here, I can already tell you. Maybe it will not take that long here before I will end the stream here, because today I have to go away for in a second. So if you look to Bitcoin here, the levels that you have to be looking out for is the 57.4k here. That level is one of the strongest resistance levels that we're going to meet here anytime soon here. So 57.4k here. Please be careful for the 57.4k, because once we're seeing a short-term bounce here, I think we're definitely going to see another reversal down here. So I will at least be careful. And if you're on a trade, if you're in a long position once going higher here, 57.4k, please consider taking at least some profits here. So, do you ever question whether Bitcoin is the future? Yes, I question it. Yes, I question it every single day, and I know Bitcoin is the future. And I know I think about the economic crisis that is underway here. I think about the Fed printing all their money. I think about the future, and I think about coronavirus, what they're going to do with the economic crisis. You always see, once having a crisis, a lot of things changes in a world, in an economic system. So the next change will be fully digital. And what is also digital? Bitcoin. And they're saying, but Bitcoin has zero trust. But what kind of, I mean, Bitcoin has nothing behind itself. It's just based on thin air. But what is your dollar, or what is your bank account based on? Also on thin air. So basically they have no feet to stand on. And yeah, definitely I think Bitcoin will be the future. And that is also my reason why I'm holding Bitcoin for the long run. And besides that, if Bitcoin is going to be here in 10 to 15 years, these altcoins will also be around here in 10 to 15 years, guys. So that is the reason why I'm accumulating some altcoins that has good potential for the long run. And once I'm talking about the good potential for the long run, I'm talking about Ethereum. I'm talking about Binance, Binance Coin. I'm talking about Crypto.com here. I'm talking about Polkadot. I'm talking about Cardano. And these are the coins, and Chainlink. And these are the coins that I'm sitting on for the long term, and not more. Because a lot of coins will suffer, and a lot of coins will not make it. And probably one of these will fall off as well here. But then, of course, the diversified portfolio is always a good thing. And this is my long-term portfolio. I just shared it with you. So, Chris Scherer is saying, how can I buy Crypto.com? Is it on Binance? No. Binance is, of course... is the enemy of Crypto.com. So if you want to buy Crypto.com here, you can go into the description. You can sign up here with Crypto.com here because they're having an own exchange, and I really prefer it. I mean, I really like it. I also recently the exchange where I was buying it on got delisted Crypto.com because they're launching their mainnet and they cannot support it anymore. So I send it all to Crypto.com here, and I'm also staking over there. So because I'm holding it for the long run, I'm going to stake my Crypto.com, and yeah, you can really consider doing the same here. So yeah, you can buy it on Crypto.com, and you can right now sign up with the referral link in the description, because if you're doing so, you're getting a bonus, and I'm getting a bonus as well. So I was getting another super chat here from Yui, and you're saying got basic attention token below the 80 cents here after it pumped. What should I look at for I think about when deciding to hold or move off? Love your show. Thank you. So it's very lovely to hear, first of all, that you're loving the show here, and actually also people are saying what a speech. And I know, guys, people are saying, oh, good point, unless we lose electricity. But I mean, everything is going digital, guys. Everything is going digital. But I mean, I'm not anticipating that we're going to lose electricity. And I mean, proof of stake is the future. Proof of stake. So, Drew, I will be going into basic attention token once again here, and you're what do I think about it, and what do you what are the levels that you have to watch at? And we were discussing basic attention token just a moment ago, and once looking at basic attention token, we were seeing that we were closing, at least we're very close to closing the 4-hourly candle. We are very close to close the 4-hourly candle above this resistance line of the previous all-time high, and this is of course a very crucial level here, guys. This is a level that you do want to be looking at, because you can see basic attention token previous all-time high topping around the 85 cents here, and I think this is the season for basic attention token, because basic attention token is just let's see, 5 minutes away for closing the highest 4-hourly candle ever in history for basic attention token, and we're going to close it also above the previous all-time high. So that is the thing what I certainly love to see here. So I think we're going to see more follow-through. And once we are breaking above this level here, I don't think that you have to sell your basic attention token right now, because I'm also sitting on it, and I'm also not looking to sell it at the moment. And what I'm anticipating here is that we're maybe, if we're going to close it above this line here, have a retest previous all-time high, and that can flip into support. And then we can see the really lift-off coming in here. Because, yeah, maybe we are going to see a basic attention token sitting around $1.70 anytime soon here. I won't be surprised. So, of course, very exciting times what we are right now seeing here. And basic attention token, definitely a good asset here. Definitely a good performing asset. And I don't will be looking to take profits anytime soon here. Especially because we're closing above the previous all-time high in just a matter of 5 minutes here. So, of course, this kind of close will be the close that you do want to be looking at. And, yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Link broke resistance. Oh, damn. Is Link breaking resistance? Damn, guys. Link is breaking resistance. And also, I was just talking about basic attention token that it is going to close above resistance. But, guys, we're also just 4 minutes away for Link to close this... close above this resist line on the 4-hourly as well here. So this is also looking very strong for Chainlink. So guys, this looks like it is alt season, but of course it's not alt season yet here, guys. We still have to wait a little bit longer here, and these alts will of course blast off once we are seeing Bitcoin topping out here. But I think, no, we are not seeing Bitcoin topping out yet here. Rover, did you hear about the browser wars? No, didn't hear it yet. And you were saying thank you, no problem. I love you that you also supporting the channel here. Completely lovely to hear. People are saying in the chat right now, can you check link? And look at the screen. We are right there checking link here. And guys, by the way, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel here. Also, don't forget to join this training competition on Bybit as well here. It would be, of course, very amazing. Right now, 19 participants here. But guys, the more people that are joining on this challenge, the bigger the prize pool is getting here. So definitely check out the link in the description as well here. If you're trading on Bybit, it would be very cool because, yeah, you can join this competition as well here. Oh, it's a Grayscale announcement. So, what did Grayscale announce there? What did Grayscale announce? Did Grayscale announce that they were putting their trust in Chainlink? That would be, of course, a very nice thing. That would be definitely a very nice thing here. We've just launched a new... Oh! We just launched 5 new digital currency investments. So, that's pretty cool. Of course, that's pretty cool. Are they also saying how much they bought into it? I also saw that they were buying another 10k additional Ethereum, so they're buying a lot. Grayscale is not buying Bitcoin because, guys, this is very interesting, guys. I do want to say this, by the way. Let me see. Where can I find the Grayscale Trust? Where can I find the Grayscale Trust? Let me see. Yeah, here you can see. Guys, you can see that Grayscale is not adding, and I have to move to a little bit to the right side here. You can see Grayscale is not adding on their Bitcoin position right now. Grayscale is absolutely not buying Bitcoins. But what you can see right now, what is happening, and that is also my main reason. This is also my main reason why this is different with these altcoins. And that's also the reason why I'm sitting on these altcoins right now for a longer term of period. Because Grayscale is buying up these coins. I am buying up these coins, and Grayscale is going to sit on them. I'm going to sit on them. And you can see just with the announcement, and thank you for letting me know, by the way. And you can see recently with the announcement, let me go to the side here real quickly. You can see with the announcement, they are announcing that they're putting trust in Bitcoin, of course. They also put trust in Bitcoin Cash, but I don't really get here. But yeah, I mean, very nice that there are basic attention token. The new trusts are basic attention token, Chainlink, Decentraland, Filecoin, and LivePair. So they're buying into all kinds of altcoins. And also, this is maybe the reason why basic attention token is pumping, because basic attention token is a very good project here. And people are saying in the chat, Grayscale is preparing for alt season, and they're completely right. They're not doing anything bad here, and they're of course pushing the price even higher. And I do think also, because they're right now buying into coins with very good fundamentals, they're buying into basic attention token, they're buying into Chainlink, they're buying into Decentraland, of course. NFTs very hypely, Filecoin also very strong, and LivePair. I don't know exactly what the LivePair is doing here, but they are buying into all these coins, and that's also my reason why this will be different. This will be different, and of course, Chainlink, the #1 Oracle coin, I think Chainlink will be here around here in also 10 years, or I think Chainlink will be around here. This will be around here, Chainlink, and that's also the reason why Chainlink is pumping here. And I think Chainlink definitely deserves this pump here, because if you look to the Chainlink compared to Ethereum valuation, oh, this is looking pretty interesting. Because, guys, we were witnessing this chart, of course. We were looking to Chainlink compared to Ethereum here. And if you look to Chainlink compared to Ethereum, you can see Chainlink was trading in this ascending triangle here, but we were breaking to the downside here. So the point here is we were breaking to the downside here, so we were not respecting the supportive line anymore here. But what we are seeing here is right now that we are getting rejected by this previous supportive line here on Chainlink compared to Ethereum. So please, Chainlink, can we break above back into this level? That would be, of course, very nice to see. But for now on, we are getting respected, so rejected here. So if we're going to see this really break down here, we can still see another decreasement here to approximately lower levels, and that's approximately a loss of 40% compared to Ethereum. So, of course, I don't like to see this, but the chart is telling me it right now. So we're still getting rejected here. Still 8 more hours here to close this 4-hourly candle here. So definitely we'll be looking at it. And also this resistance line here, we are breaking it for now, so do want to see this daily candles first getting closed here. Not going to say anything yet here. Do want to see the closes, but very exciting what Grayscale is right now doing here. Very exciting, guys. And let me know, what do you think that what is Grayscale doing here? Guys, let me know, what do you guys think what Grayscale is doing here? Because of course they are pushing the price up here. But let me know what you guys are thinking right now. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think that they're manipulating the market, or because Grayscale is saying that they're going to sit on these coins for a long run here, and I will be doing the same here. So yeah, this is looking good for and by the way, if you look to the 4-hourly candles, guys, I'm feeling very happy here. And I know Dean Harvey, if you're in the chat here, will be of course very amazing, because you are loving Chainlink, and yeah, I'm also usually exposed to Chainlink, of course. But if you look to the chart, we are right now breaking the heavily downward sloping resistance line here. So this is looking very strong in my opinion, and I am absolutely very curious where we are heading towards for the price action of Chainlink in the immediate short term. So people are also saying in the chat, 4-hourly close above resistance, let's go Chainlink. And yes, you're completely right, Chainlink is showing the follow through here. Chainlink has everything on their side here, so now Chainlink has to prove itself that it is right now just going to be very strong here. So let's go Chainlink. So I think they saw the potential of NFT protocols. And I mean, NFTs, guys, I think we're, of course, NFTs are, like I told you before, I think NFTs are right now at the moment pretty overhyped. But it's not a bad thing here, because the NFTs will be the future, and buying into them is not a bad thing, especially NFTs. Artists and just people are respecting them, and that is the point that I do love here. And the point here is, I was holding Decentraland here. I bought it at a relatively cheap price, around 7 cents or so. But the point is, what I really hate myself, because after this bump over here, I saw that, not hate myself, of course, but I mean, I saw it at 34 cents here. Definitely still took very good profits, because I was moving into a different project, and I thought that the Decentraland, of course, already topped out there. You can buy. I bought it on Coinbase. You can buy it on Coinbase. So I was just setting on that. You can buy Coinbase Pro. I think you can also buy it on the regular Coinbase, because I bought it on the regular Coinbase. So of course, Decentraland was very exciting, but I was getting rid of it. But right now, still performing very strong here. And Dean Harvey is also saying, yes, I'm happy to see Chainlink finally moving. It's my biggest hold. So very exciting to hear, Dean Harvey. Very exciting to hear. Link is trending in Twitter. Let me look this. Let's do a Twitter tweet. Let's do a tweet as well here, guys. Let's do a tweet here. By the way, if you haven't followed me already on Twitter, it would be, of course, very amazing if you're following me as well. Hashtag Grayscale added Chainlink to their trust. Wait. Let me see. To their trust. So I will just quickly do a tweet here. So it's of course very exciting. If you want to follow me as well here, I just want to keep you guys up to date here. That's also the reason why I'm doing this quick tweet here, and also saying a lot of things here. Patience pays off. Yeah, that's completely right here. Guys, it would be very cool if you're liking this tweet as well here. And let me know if you have a comment here, because then I will be looking into it. But I mean, if you're willing to follow me on Twitter, I see already someone followed me. Would be, of course, very cool. And if you're liking this tweet, also very exciting, of course. But I mean, I'm coming out with pretty old news here, of course. But I mean, Chainlink is right now moving pretty quickly here, and it can be just like ADA here. And I mean, I was already talking about Chainlink so many recently, and I told you it's sitting around P10. It can really be P4. I mean, it can really be P4 here. I wouldn't not be surprised at all here. So you're seeing even more follow-through getting created here for Chainlink. So Chainlink, people are saying Chainlink blast off, and I mean, yes, we are seeing Chainlink blast off. And of course, you want to be careful, because 4 hourly is getting overextended, almost 1 hourly probably already overextended. So yeah, you do want to be careful here, but guys, yeah, of course, very lovely to see that Chainlink is, of course, blasting off here. Chainlink won $31. Yes, we're coming very close to $31 there. And I mean, we're finally breaking this resistance line here. We were waiting for a long period of time. And if we right now also can clear this gray box of resistance once again here, yes, we can maybe look for new all-time here anytime soon. I'll double down on Link. I didn't even know about Grayscale. So yeah, you're doing a good job here. Legend Talent, you're doing a good job, of course, once if you double down here on Chainlink here. But yeah, Chainlink, of course, performing very strong. You can see in these past 4 or 5 hours or so, you can see already a 12% increase of valuation. And if everyone is saying Chainlink is breaking out, yeah, Chainlink is performing very strong right now. Chainlink is performing very strong. Correction is around the corner. It would be silly to buy it right now. I mean, I'm not really looking to buy these alts right now. I mean, certain alts are, of course, if you're buying into good projects, yes, it doesn't matter when you're buying, because you're holding. But yeah, you want to be careful with buying into certain projects right now. Yeah, you can see previous 4 hourly candle for Bitcoin was closing into the green, so that's pretty nice. And we were seeing that we were finding a bounce on this level. So yeah, we are doing a pretty okay job here. We're doing a good job, and we're of course going to sit on this. And I will be loving to see where we are heading towards for the coming days and the coming hours. And of course, basic attention token. Let me quickly look at it once again. How did basic attention token close here? It closed above the previous all-time high, guys. And I mean, let's see where basic attention token is right now sitting. It was sitting always around P80, probably already P50 or so. Yeah, P55. But you can see we are taking out the previous all-time high. Of course, previously we were creating a big wick here in the previous all-time high. But I mean, it's just very exciting to have this. I mean, already the whole day today was very excited for basic attention token. But right now, the thing that is making me feel even more bullish is that we are closing above the all-time high here, finally, for the price action of basic attention token. So let's see what we are going to do here. People are saying VeChain, please. So we'll be looking at VeChain as well here in a second. So yeah, sorry, but I can't tell you if the market right now is bullish or bearish. I mean, I have to completely the same here. The market is really going either direction, and in my opinion, Bitcoin is going to have a bounce. And after that bounce, I think we're going to see another correction coming in here. We can maybe pull the price back again. All-time high link finally. We haven't set an all-time high yet. Chainlink is sitting around $31, so it's not all-time high yet. All-time high was sitting around 36, so you do want to be careful. Do want to be a little bit more patient. But I mean, I really love to see basic attention coin closing above this resistance line here, guys. So I mean, a lot of coins are showing volatility here. Bitcoin, of course, also flipping this this 4 hourly candle into the green. Very exciting what we are seeing right now. Ethereum pushing forward. Yeah, I mean, the Ethereum is showing strength here. You can still see for the last, let's say, 20 hours or so, Ethereum is showing more strength compared to Bitcoin. Quarter over basic attention token, all-time high was over $2. Oh, am I saying this incorrectly? Then I'm looking to the wrong chart. Then I'm looking to the wrong chart. So let me look at Bitforex, because these are they don't have the information as well. So oh, here Bitfinex, this is long for sure. So I will Gemini. I thought the all-time high was sitting around $1.08. Because see, 2018. I think I'm right. The previous all-time high was $1.10 here. So I know almost for sure here. Let me check. Yobi maybe. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It was $1.08. It was $1.08. Best NFT is economy, and I have to agree. I hear a lot of good stories about it. And I feel also pretty bullish about it. But I mean, I do really want to buy into it, but also a little bit not. But I mean, right now, of course, it's just recently got launched here. And it's already doing a pretty strong job here. It's already performing very strong. You can see you could have bought it at 0.3 cents, but right now it's at 0.7 cents. But I mean, yeah, this coin is already doing very strong here. And let's see where it is heading towards, of course. But yeah, a lot of good news around this coin. Who is Dean Harvey? I don't know. I don't know him personally, but I mean, he's always in the chat here, and he is a true legend. Is economy available on Binance? No, you can go to markets here and you can see it's right now sitting at BitMEX and Bitforex. So I mean, of course, a very exciting coin here, but you cannot buy it on Binance yet here. But yeah, probably will get listed anytime soon here, because yeah, of course, a lot of requests are coming in for that coin. And oh, I removed this. I will set this back. So Farhan also once again donating £5 here, so thank you for your support of the donation once again here. And you are saying, can you explain alt season? Will they all peak at the same time? Will there be an average increase of the alt market cap from now? Also, sorry, you're saying, also I hope to earn to be moderator soon. And Farhan, first of all, if you want to become a moderator, you can go to the Discord and maybe text Bart, because Bart is going about these moderator things. I will be not giving people moderators because it's just not my... I don't know a lot about it here. So he will be doing that. So if you really want to become one, Farhan, and of course, we are loving and we are also looking to have more moderators because, yeah, the Discord server is becoming so big here. And of course, having more mods is never a bad thing here. And I mean, you sound like a very nice guy here. So it's looking like that you're a valuable asset for the team here, of course. So yeah, you can text Bart if you want to. But yeah. You're basically saying, what do you think about the altcoin season, and are they going to top at the the same time here? And yes, I do think that all these alts will top at the same time in not in perspective. So a lot of the coins will top at the same time. Let's say in a time period or of 1 to 2 weeks, these altcoins will be topping. And of course, not all the coins will be topping at the exact same time here, because that's just not a thing that we can do here. And also, what will be the average increase of the altcoin market cap from now on? And that's a very hard thing to say here. But yes, I do still think that if we're going to see alt season, we can still see a magnificent increase here of maybe, yeah, it's really hard to say about it, to be honest, because I haven't really looked into it here. But let me do a calculation here. I still think that we can maybe see a 3 trillion or yeah, 3 trillion is very likely to see a 3 trillion altcoin market cap. So that can still, it can even be more, because Ethereum right now is around 1700. Yeah, I mean, 4 trillion is a very likely target to. Now 3 trillion is good. 3 trillion is a very good prediction here. Of course, pretty conservative, but yeah, let's say Ethereum is going to triple the valuation here, then we're going to see 300%, of course, and other altcoins are dragged along here, and maybe some other coins will perform better. So I think 3 trillion will be definitely a very strong target here. And let's set a resistance line here. Not resistance line, but let's set up this line here, and let's set up this line, and let's see if we're going to touch this 3 trillion line anytime soon here. I mean, I definitely think that we can reach it. Of course, right now we are still struggling here. Altcoins, of course, just recently only breaking the all-time high here. Still have to wait a little bit longer here, but we are fighting against this gray box here. But we're going to create more volatility anytime soon here. But I mean, really, it depends on Ethereum, because Ethereum will have to lead these altcoins. Ethereum will lead the altcoins. But yeah, people, the point here is, guys, I love these moon boys here, and of course, you guys don't like me to be very bearish, and I mean, I only be honest with you. And the point here is, what I'm trying to say here, people are saying ADA will go to $30 in this cycle, and please don't get fooled here, don't get wrecked. I mean, ADA, of course, everyone is anticipating it, but I'm only seeing ADA going towards $5 in this bull cycle, to be honest here. And I'm actually looking to take profits already once ADA is hitting $4, so please be careful, don't get wrecked by these moon boys here. And taking profits is never a bad thing here, and it will be very hard to do, but I mean, guys, you don't want to get wrecked. You don't want to get wrecked here, and please don't get fooled, because if you're trying to sell your ADA for $30, you may have to wait another, let's say 10 years or so. So please be careful. And yeah, you do want to be careful here. And I think a $3 to $5 ADA is a very likely target. $3 to $5 ADA is a very likely target. This month, no, I'm not talking about this month here, guys. I'm not talking about this month. I'm talking about the end of the cycle. And I don't think the cycle hasn't ended yet. And people are saying a $7 to $10 ADA. I still find it a little bit too overambitious here, to be honest. I still find it a little bit too overambitious. You have to know how far we are already in the cycle. ADA already 18x here from the bear market low. 18x, guys. Do you believe it? I mean, of course, very, very exciting what we are having here, guys. But the point here is, I told you already, this stream won't be very long here today, and that is also the reason why I will be wrapping up the stream already. I know this is not a long stream here, but you have to know I love to do longer streams here, but today it cannot work out for me, and I was first planning to make a video here, but you guys seem to love these live streams a little bit better here, so that was the reason why I was still making this live stream here. So guys, of course, very amazing that you guys were all here watching the stream all together, and we were discussing a lot of things here once again on the channel. So it was a very amazing day here, guys. Thank you so much for joining the channel once again here, for all the new subscribers, because today we reached the 25.7k here. Make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button as well here, would be of course very amazing here. And don't forget to join the Discord server here, and also don't forget to join this Bybit competition here. And also, guys, I still think Bitcoin going to see a bounce here to the upside here, and after that we're going to see a reversal. So yeah, it was an amazing day, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video here once again, and I see you guys are already saying bye, CR, and I will see you once again, guys, tomorrow in another live stream. So peace out.